Hello, fellow foreigners. It's Emily and it's Peter, and we are not here discovering China, we're living in it. And we don't need any of your hobo dollars because look at all this equipment that we put together with shoestrings and assholes. We're freaking amazing with the tiny little amount of money that we have. We don't need any more of your stinking money, but we do need you to subscribe and hit the bell and all those great things. Share it out. We have a podcast. We'll put that information in there down below, and you can listen to it if you're sick of our faces.
And if you listen on iTunes or any other platform, if you could throw us a rating and a review, that would be helpful.
Yeah, those are the things that really matter to people like us. Those thumbs up, those little stars, because it sends that information out to other people that, hey, these guys are okay.
Yeah. The robots don't think anybody likes us if you don't tell them.
Yeah. Those robots hate us. Yeah. So what do we got on the docket today?
Well, stop the presses. This is the most important story of all day. For lunch, one of my eggs had a double yolk. And
you don't think that's some kind of radiation, or this is the end of the world has infected your egg or your chicken?
It got me thinking about chicken twins, because that's how you get them.
Chicken twins?
Yeah.
Like an egg brother?
Like a literal egg brother. I mean, I guess that twins are egg brothers.
Yeah.
But yeah. Can people tell what chickens look like? They must be able to.
I don't know. From a yolk, you can look at it and be that's an Irving.
I mean, when they're born. I mean, if they're a double yolk, that would result in twins. And then would you be able to? That would be identical twins because it's the same egg. I believe.
I don't know.
So would people be able to look at those chickens and be like, those are twin chickens? And are they any more delicious?
I don't know. Were they?
They were pretty good.
Were they better than the other egg? So you had 2 eggs, but one was a double.
I had 2 eggs, 3 yolks. I know you're jealous.
Humble brag.
Yeah. But no, I couldn't really tell any taste difference.
Well, what are you going to do?
But that was an exciting point of my afternoon. Another interesting thing I noticed when I was out exercising, our place where we live has exercise equipment and playground equipment that everyone can use. And the kids like to use it to pull up the grass and make grass piles, which I've noticed is like a universal kid thing to do.
You want to see what's underneath.
Yeah.
Maybe find a worm or a beetle or two.
But you also just want to make the pile of grass huge. Like my sister and her friend, when they were little, they pulled up a bunch of crabgrass and stuck it in their lunch boxes and kept it in there for like a week or two, and it really smelled after a while.
Kind of like we all love mud bombs.
Yeah, but it's another argument for our human universality is that the kids love to pull up the grass, and so I liked noticing that.
Maybe that's that whole cycle of you grow up, you have a family, you get a yard.
Yeah,
and then your
kids
rip it
pull up the yard.
That's how life works, the circle of humanity.
We're all more the same than different. But it is funny because the kids' playground equipment is right next to the grown-up pull-up and chin-up bars. So the kids sometimes go play on that stuff too. And when I come up looking all swole, sometimes they don't get out of the way. But we figure it out.
So what else? What do we got going on today?
I have one more business is that I've noticed we have a lot of Chinese speaking comments and more Chinese speaking.
How exciting!
Watchers. So I want to say 欢迎光临，我们8点吃饭，我们10点跳舞。So welcome.
Yeah, that's exciting.
They'll know what that means.
I don't.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's hard in this weird little vlogger world to who are you trying to get? And we're trying to get everybody.
Yeah. Who's our audience? Is everyone who sees the human condition as laughable.
Yeah. World is ridiculous, and we're just here to laugh at it.
Yeah. But you ready to play a game?
Is it a laughing game?
Yeah. I hope so. Today's theme is transactions. So let's start with number 1, because that's a very good place to start. 明天我们去喝茶吧, which means tomorrow let's go drink tea. which is if you're making I love tea. I'll drink tea all day. I do drink tea all day. But if you're making plans to go drink tea, you might have to examine what you think is fun in your life.
I mean, could it possibly be like a meeting of some, like you're putting together some kind of plan, a business plan? Maybe you're going to over tea doing
I guess
something?
that's allowed. You're allowed to be slightly boring if you're doing business. I'll allow it. It is also you're hitting on that there's a euphemism in China. If the police ask you to come drink tea,
oh right,
you're in trouble.
Yeah, so it is in this.
So it is actually a good phrase to know.
Yeah, if a person in a blue cap is asking this of you.
And if a person is in a red cap is asking this of you, then I don't know what you got into.
You tea with a fireman?
Yeah.
They don't wear red hats here, do they?
I don't think so. I don't know if I've seen a fireman here. We have seen fires here.
We've seen fires. We've seen fire trucks.
We've seen fire trucks. Fire trucks are still red.
But they're even more blocky. They look more like a cable truck or unit, something
or
like that.
like a Playmobil toy.
A utility. Yeah, they're not like these fancy, sexy American trucks.
Yeah, but again, kids are kids all over the world. Chinese kids, I think, also love firemen.
Everyone
we all
loves
love
fire.
firemen.
Oh.
Everyone loves a fire. Are you the reason I've been seeing so many fires everywhere? Maybe tomorrow you should go drink some tea with the police.
With the police.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Number 2. 我不在办公室, which is I'm not in the office. And the obvious one for that, let's rule out the obvious, is like that's what your out of office phone or email says. But the person,
your female or your email?
Your female? Your email. Your female will tell you that you're not in the office. I don't know what that means. But no, I picture this when you tell people you're not in the office. This is the picture this. You're all allowed to work outside of your home. I know, crazy idea. And you have an inter-office Slack or whatever form of communication that office workers no longer speak face to face. And so someone pings you, can you bring me the Parsons file? And you say, I'm not in the office, you doofus.
What a terrible work situation you painted.
Yeah, well, I picture offices as pretty terrible. Everyone's like abusive and horrible, right?
I think so. I've never seen a nice office.
Yeah. So I think you need to tell people who are just assuming you're there because they won't bother to get up and talk to you that I'm not even in the office. I'm in China. I moved to China 8 years ago.
So this is an international office?
Yeah, well now it is because I moved away.
Like getting from the Shanghai offices rerouted from New York?
Yeah, well I'm not in your office, I'm in Shanghai. This is because your coworkers don't look at you anymore. If there's one thing I can complain about is back in my day, your coworkers used to look you in the eye.
Even over tea?
Even over tea. Especially over tea.
Maybe you're out at tea is what the good excuse is for why you're not in the office.
Yeah, I'm having an extended tea break.
That's why you had the excuse.
Decadent.
For the first one, I'm having tea.
Yeah. Well, let's have tea tomorrow.
To avoid being in the office.
Because that's the best way to blow off work is to do something only mildly fun so that no one can like really get mad at you. Like if you're like, I'm at the bar, I'm in the club, then you're in trouble. But if you just left to drink tea, you're probably not in trouble, right?
Well,
it's Chinese national heritage. They want you to do it. They want you to cut work and go drink tea.
Yeah, that's good. All right, what else we got?
All right, number 3. Okay, 我们手 Visa 卡和万事达卡，不手美国运通卡。
That's American. I got that.
Yeah, that's good. This is a commercial from the 1990s. We take Visa and MasterCard, but we don't take American Express.
Ooh, that's a hard knock across our bow.
Yeah. Again, who's giving money to my lessons to teach me We don't take American Express. I guess it's a joint venture between Visa and MasterCard, according to that sentence.
Who knew that they were so against the Americans?
Yeah. And
it's just business, though.
It's just business. It's just business. And also, I've found that no one takes any American or foreign brand cards. You have to use the local.
Here in China.
Union Pay. Yeah, no one will tell you we take Visa and MasterCard because they don't, in my experience. It's very rarely. Unless you're shopping in some international market where they're upcharging you way too much. So I guess that's a good sentence to know if you are shopping for cliche treats at the overcharged silk market in Shanghai. So that's one for you.
There you go.
That's one for you.
Try that one out. Try it out at home. Try it out at the office.
Tell your dog you don't take American Express. It's important that your dog know. It's the anti-American Express lobby, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Next. 这有刺激吗? And this was inspired by you the other day, bringing up China earthenware. This is, hey, is there China in here? Which is a weird way to phrase that question if you're shopping for China. So I think it's not someone shopping. I think this is a rowdy party guest at one of those movie-style parties where your parents aren't home and they're coming over to wreck the place. So he comes in and then says, hey, is there China here? Not anymore.
Trash this place.
Yeah.
A Jonathan Demme movie.
Yeah.
Maybe a young John Cusack or something.
Yeah. I think that's... Well, John Cusack definitely isn't breaking China. He's the hapless kid whose party got out of control. I'm pretty sure.
Very early movies. Yeah, he was the one that will back into the China by accident.
Oh, yeah, or that. Is there China in here?
Oh, no!
I found it!
Yeah.
Because I feel like if you go shopping and you just stand at the front door. Actually, I like picturing the shopper who does this. Like, you stand at the front door of the shop. Are there spring rolls in here? Got any tennis balls? I'm not going to look around. I'm not going to use my eyes.
Yeah.
Just tell me what I need to know.
Did you have people like that in your hardware shop? You guys have nails?
Yeah. I mean, everyone came into the hardware store of every personality. But, I mean, the hardware store was different because if you weren't like if you weren't one of the contractors who regularly came in, you probably needed a consultation but just because we had so much stuff and it's all jumbled all together in a way.
That's something that's totally the same here.
Yeah.
Hardware store in China is just shelves of everything.
I've never been able to go into a hardware store here and find what I need. I always have to ask for it.
Yeah, it's kind of a fun adventure because whoever you're asking, who's got a wild tiny dog that's nipping at you, and they're eating noodles, you ask them for something, and
they're taking a nap.
Yeah, and it's this adventure of scaffolding up to the ceiling or deep down underneath everything where
they find a hidden cabinet behind a hidden cabinet and they're like, this is the light bulb you need.
Yeah, there's as if there was one.
Yeah.
You're on some kind of dark crystal Jim Henson adventure.
And it is thrilling and also daunting.
Yeah.
But and also even in the supermarket we went into yesterday, 2 days ago, many days ago, we went to a place. And the helper, it's not a place we usually go, and the helper followed us around, and they were like, oh, they're foreigners, what do we do? And it was kind of a little bit why are you following me around? Oh, but do you know where the thing I'm looking for is? And then she did, so I didn't have to just browse. I didn't have to spend 10 hours browsing. She just brought me right to where the tea was. I was looking for tea. Am I obsessed with tea? Yes.
Well, you moved to the right place.
Yeah. Right place, wrong kind of tea, though.
Do you have any more of today? Because I was... Yeah?
Any more tea?
Yeah, no.
I have a lot more tea. I have tea right here.
Yeah, there you go. I meant any of our useful catchphrases?
Oh, yeah, I have a couple more or one more or some amount more. Yeah, I guess this is the last one. 爸爸不让我喝啤酒. Do you know what that means?
Something about beer.
It is about beer. It says, Dad does not let me drink beer.
Oh.
Which
Has there been a problem with...
Who needs to say this? A kid is not going to admit to that if someone is offering them beer. Their answer is probably going to be yes.
Mm-hmm.
And if you are getting the answer, Dad does not let me drink beer, you are doing something very wrong in your life.
Is it, first of all, is it a Chinese kid? Or is it American? If it's a family here on vacation, and they're hanging out with some Chinese friends at dinner, and the 12-year-old is saying yes, no.
Oh, the American kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Has offered beer, and so, I mean, that would make sense.
Okay,
right?
yeah. I mean, I don't think there's a drinking age here, or if there is, it is not observed.
Either way, but it's very possible that their dad would not allow them. You could have one 12-year-old going like, here, have a beer.
But then, like, that seems like such a sting operation of, like, if we're all at the table together and Dad's got his eye on you. But, like,
you think Dad set him up?
Dad's kind of a jerk if he makes you say, oh, Dad doesn't let me drink beer. Dad should say, oh, we don't like him to drink beer. Because, I don't know. I mean, I guess kids do not naturally have a preference for beer.
No.
But then you just say, I don't like beer.
Yeah. Unless it's some kind of sting operation.
Yeah.
Dad is testing. I mean, parents do like to see if their kids are up to snuff.
Yeah.
If they've taught them well.
Dads are always testing the rules.
Send them out into the world to investigate a new culture and see how you fare.
Then send an agent in there with a wire and offer them some beer. Send some stranger in to offer your child beer and see what happens.
Sounds like good parenting.
Yeah. It sounds all around. Everyone's doing a great job there. I mean, I guess if the person is over the drinking age and Dad does not let me drink beer, that's a whole different weird situation.
You mean like if it's an adult friend
it's like
of your father and
it's a 24-year-old saying, oh, my dad doesn't let me drink beer.
Right. It's like somebody hanging out by a van, like after you come out of the restaurant.
Yeah.
Offering kids beer.
Well, like, again, the main objection shouldn't be my dad doesn't let me drink beer. It is, you are a stranger with a van and I've heard about you.
Hanging out in front of the packy.
Yeah, it's not good life choices. But no one should need to hear Dad does not let me drink beer unless it's like a split parent situation or the kids playing the parents off of one another. Mom, Dad doesn't let me drink beer. Although that doesn't seem like a good bargaining chip.
But, I mean, what an interesting family.
Yeah.
If you were getting your kids away for the weekend and like, so your dad's not around, a little beer.
Yeah. If the kid was smart and wanted to drink beer, I guess it all depends on the kid's motivation. But the playing the parents off of one another works better as Dad lets me drink beer.
I like the idea that like that it's a split family.
Yeah.
And that one side has gone on vacation somewhere to a foreign country and they're
with beer.
And maybe not just beer, but any kind of alcoholic beverage where they're like trying to make their kids more continental and being like, your mother's not around anymore.
Yeah. Drink it.
Yeah.
But again,
a little sip never hurt anybody.
Again,
it's sophisticated.
We've ended up in a terrible situation. I think this sentence only comes out in a situation that has gone very.
So what is this textbook trying to do? Break up families? That's what I'm getting now.
I think that I accidentally was reading the How to Break Up a Family textbook. Things to say to trouble the guardians around you. In which case it makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
So don't let your kid drink beer unless Dad says it's okay. And noodles to you.